Let's see how we can use the permissions API to get the user's permission. So here in the terminal window, we type expo install expo-permissions. This package gives us a bunch of objects for working with permissions. All right, we have installed expo permissions. Now back to our code. On the top, we're going to import everything as permissions from expo-permissions. Now here in our request permission function, we can call permissions.askAsync and give it one or more permission types. So this permissions object has a bunch of properties for various permissions. We have audio recording, calendar, camera roll, and so on. So here I'm going to pass camera roll. Now what we have on this line is identical to the request method. So the request method internally uses the permissions API. Which approach you choose is entirely up to you. But here with permissions API, we can pass multiple permission types. For example, we can pass a second permission type, let's say location, and with this, the user is going to get two different dialog boxes. Now, similar to the request method, this method also returns an object, so we have to await it to get the result. Now here we have the same properties. So if granted returns true, that means the user gave all these permissions. If they reject at least one permission, then granted is going to return false. So this is how we can use the permissions API. Going forward, I'm going to use the request method, so we don't need these two lines. So now that you know how to get the user's permission, let's see how we can select an image from the library.